Today, we're walking through the ultimate practical explainer for evaluating affordable warehouse management software, specifically designed for multi-client, multi-warehouse operations. If you're managing fulfillment for growing e-commerce brands, you already know you need a system that handles heavy complexity without completely breaking the bank. So let me ask you, are hidden fees and clunky manual workflows actively punishing your 3PL's growth? It's a stressful, all too common trap. Fulfillment providers find that the very software they bought to scale their business ends up holding them back with paper-based processes or penalizing them for adding new clients. Well, today we're going to rapidly score what good actually looks like based on current industry benchmarks, and we'll use features drawn directly from modern platforms like Zenventory to see what these must-have workflows look like for growing 3PL teams. Okay, let's dive into this checklist with item number 1, inventory automation workflows. This is the absolute foundation of any warehouse operation. When evaluating a software provider, you've got to demand a system that hits that 99% plus inventory accuracy mark. And how do you actually do that? Through real-time stock synchronization across every single warehouse location you operate. If a client has stock sitting in your East Coast facility, in your West Coast facility, your software needs to give you a unified, perfectly accurate view of that stock in real time. It's the only way to prevent those nightmare stockouts and make sure you never promise inventory you don't actually have. To keep that accuracy locked in, you're looking for a very specific 3-step replenishment workflow. First up, seamless purchase order creation based on smart reorder levels. Second, and this is a total game changer, directed putaway. Think of it like a GPS for your warehouse. It completely eliminates the chaos of paper-based receiving by telling your workers exactly where items need to go, scanning them straight into their designated bins. And third, real-time insights that update your available stock the absolute second an item hits the shelf. Now, when you're scoring these vendors, there are some native features you simply have to have. You need barcode-enforced picking to guarantee the right item is selected every single time. You absolutely need multi-channel sync, ensuring orders from Amazon, Shopify, and Walmart all draw from the same accurate pool. And if you handle food, beverage, or medical devices, lot and expiration date tracking are total deal breakers. Plus, automated cycle counting lets you audit your inventory on a rolling basis, catching discrepancies way before they ever become client problems. And to show you why this matters in the real world, listen to this. NVO Services, a growing 3PL, reported that switching to these exact automated workflows, specifically using barcode scanning to ditch the paper trails, literally cut their receiving time in half. I mean, just imagine what your team could do with that recovered time. All right, moving right along to checklist item number 2, order management and integrated shipping. Because let's face it, knowing what's on your shelves only matters if you can get it out the door efficiently. Your WMS needs to execute this exact 3-step flow to actually make your shipping smarter. First, dynamic order tagging, which automatically categorizes orders the second they flow in. Then it moves to automated rate shopping, finding the absolute cheapest carrier option for every single order without a human ever needing to manually compare UPS against USPS or FedEx. And finally, high-velocity batch shipping to print out hundreds of perfectly optimized labels in one single go. You really need to score vendors on how much time they actually give back to you by swapping out manual pick lists and manual carrier selection for automation rules and batch shipping tools. A proper system shouldn't just save you a few minutes. It should literally give you up to 60 hours back every single week. That's more than a full-time employee's worth of labor simply reclaimed by letting the software do the heavy lifting. Your checklist for shipping also has to include these non-negotiables to protect your transportation margins. A modern system should give you built-in discounted rates. We're talking up to 90% off published rates. Plus, you need centralized billing and invoice reconciliation built directly into the platform. You really shouldn't be forced to pay for a separate app like ShipStation or EasyPost just to handle your multi-carrier needs. Integrated shipping is a true 3PL must-have. Okay, checking off item number 3, automated client billing and portals. This is exactly where generic warehouse software just totally falls flat for 3PLs managing multiple clients. What's really crucial here is that a proper system lets you configure your environment completely separately for each client, all from one dashboard. You need automated billing rules that accurately capture every single picking, parking, and storage fee. You need special item type support because Client A's apparel requires entirely different handling than Client B's medical devices. And you absolutely need a white label client portal. Think about this. Giving your clients a white label portal with secure real-time visibility into their own inventory can practically drive a massive 70% drop in those disruptive "where is my order" emails. It empowers your clients to self-serve, which frees up your account managers to focus on actual growth instead of constantly playing customer service. Complete fulfillment and distribution really hit the nail on the head here. Providing modern, transparent tools directly to your customers is exactly what separates the growing 3PLs from the stagnant ones. Your clients expect tech that feels modern and responsive, so your software needs to be the tool that flawlessly delivers that experience. And finally, we reach the ultimate deciding factor. Checklist item number 4, vendor scoring, or as I like to call it, the pricing test. You see this all the time. Providers claim they're enterprise ready, but they hit you with a totally punishing pricing model. You sign a contract, and the second you succeed by adding a new client or hiring a new warehouse worker, bam! You get hit with hidden per-client fees, per-user licenses, and forced tier upgrades. You need to score vendors against a predictable flat-rate model instead, ensuring your software bill stays exactly the same as you grow. Let's take a look at what fair, transparent pricing actually looks like for a growing operation using Zenventory's flat monthly tiers as our benchmark. Here, for $499 a month, a starter plan supports a warehouse doing up to 10,000 shipments. For $799 a month, the growth plan handles up to 3 warehouses and 50,000 shipments. But notice what isn't on that list. Complicated, stressful calculations based on your headcount or the number of integrations you need, which really brings us to the unlimited standard. A truly 3PL-friendly software platform removes those bottlenecks. Whether you have 10 warehouse workers or 100, whether you connect to Amazon, Shopify, Walmart, QuickBooks, and 10 different carriers, your access should be unlimited. No hidden limits. Absolutely no penalty for your success. So take this checklist, grade your current setup, evaluate your inventory automation workflows, check your integrated shipping capabilities, demand separate client configurations with automated billing, and run that pricing test. And then ask yourself one vital question before you handle your next fulfillment cycle. Is your software built to scale your 3PL, or is it just designed to punish your growth? Choose wisely.